Welcome back, beautiful tri-state area. You're listening to a moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sands. Up in just a few minutes in our Going Deep segment brought to you by CO2 Lift, today we're featuring Dr. Tess Mauricio, America's favorite dermatologist. She is a multi-awarded founder of M Beauty Clinic in San Diego and in Beverly Hills. She's the author of California Total Beauty. She is a sought after expert, educator, and celebrity dermatologist to Paula Abdul, Julian Lennon, Black Eyed Peas, as well as Kim and Khloe Kardashian. She's a favorite medical expert on various TV networks and stars in All in Family with Dr. Tess on GMA Pinoy TV. Today, she's here to chat carboxytherapy for skin rejuvenation, the popularity of combo therapies in skin plans, how to achieve the facelift look non-invasively, and why pre-treating your skin prior to a procedure makes all the difference. Welcoming now to the show is my expert at hand on our Expert on the Microphone series, Dr. Tess Mauricio. Welcome to the show, Stunner.
Hello there. Hi, everyone. Hi, Zen.
Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited to chat with you, and you are the perfect person to talk to about this. So, you're renowned as America's favorite dermatologist and have an immersive and impressive list of celebrity clients. Could you share with us what initially drew you to the field of dermatology and skin rejuvenation?
Well, Zen, growing up, I had a lot of skin issues. I grew up with very severe eczema that, especially with my skin of color, it would leave scars and I'd have to cover it. And then when that got better, I started getting really bad acne in my teenage years. And so I really felt like, there is this psychological impact that skin diseases have. And then when I was a medical student at Stanford, I actually thought I was going to be a psychiatrist because I really wanted to impact my patient's psychological and mental well-being. And then I did a rotation in derm, and then I saw the power that, improving someone's skin can give the patients as far as improving their self-confidence or self-esteem. You can turn a kid who has really bad acne, who is not talking to you, who's not looking at you, covering their face with their hair, not going out, not going to dances, and you improve their skin, and now they're outgoing, they're dating. And so I'm like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is the kind of impact and difference that I want to make in my patient's life. And then that was way before all of these incredible skin rejuvenation technologies have come into play. And so I really love what I do, but it's really about helping my patients look and feel their very best at any age.
Well, essentially, you did become that psychologist that everybody depends on. You're just treating them from within this the derm layer, and it trickles out and radiates, which is great. Now, carboxytherapy is gaining attention in the realm of skincare. Could you explain to our audience what exactly carboxytherapy is and how it works to rejuvenate the skin?
Well, carboxytherapy, it was first discovered and introduced by a physicist, Danish physicist Christian Bohr in the early 20th century. And essentially what he showed is that when you increase carbon dioxide in the tissues, you increase blood circulation and then increase oxygen. And so in the past, traditionally, carboxytherapy is essentially introducing medical grade carbon dioxide into tissues, and then that increases oxygen in the tissues. It's like I tell my patients, it's like putting your skin in an oxygen chamber. And when you increase oxygen in the tissues, you increase blood flow. Really, you're making the skin more healthy. You're removing toxins. And so in our practice now, we don't use the traditional carboxytherapy where you have to use needles and inject carbon dioxide in the skin. We now have incredible topical carboxytherapy through CO2 Lift. And we use it for everything. We use it to prep the skin before we do skin treatments like RF microneedling, laser treatments, even fillers injection. And we also use it after to decrease inflammation and just make the skin as healthy as possible.
Yeah, I've been using CO2 lift products on my face for 6 months. And wow, this carboxytherapy gel, it, the science speaks for itself, increasing the presence of wound repair factors and growth factors, which then help cells turn over faster and reducing the appearance of aging and scars and stretch marks and just so much more. This is really, truly a miracle product when you talk about stimulating collagen and elastin production. That helps promote elasticity in turn and helps retain hydration. I found this product to be so extremely useful. And of course, on the regenerating and repairing damaged tissue, it also helps, clients to achieve this better looking and feeling skin really as a monotherapy done at home. But when you talk about combo therapies, and that's something that we've been hearing more of lately, as of lately, how have you witnessed CO2 lift? And I know they also have a CO2 lift V, the vaginal rejuvenation, affect the health of your patient's skin, including maybe even their skin down there.
Well, absolutely. So, our practice at M Beauty Clinic, we really have introduced a lot of combination therapies. We were the first to introduce combination treatments with platelet rich plasma, PRP, and energy based treatments and microneedling. And we call that our time machine procedure. And so, when I was introduced years ago to topical carboxytherapy CO2 lift, I thought it was too good to be true because, it's so easy. You don't need to do the needles. There's really no downtime, and patients are experiencing instant improvement, instant, dramatic, noticeable improvement. So, what we would do is I then thought about how to use it best and introduce my patients. So, what we would do is we would apply numbing cream on the skin. Because patients have to numb for skin treatments like lasers and radiofrequency microneedling. And we would apply numbing cream and then apply the CO2 lift gel. And what that does is, one, because you get instant oxygenation of the tissues, you are actually making the skin as healthy as possible before you introduce energy. And then it also occludes the skin so that your numbing cream will work better. So then the procedure is a lot more comfortable for the patients. So we would use that, and it really worked amazingly well. That protocol has been introduced to other doctors now, and that's how it's used in the office. And then we educate our patients that they can use it after the treatment to improve wound healing, to improve the results, and also moisturize the skin, decrease downtime, decrease redness. And we absolutely use it not just for the face, but the vaginal area. I also created a protocol combining lasers, platelet rich plasma for the vaginal area. And we've been treating patients now for many years with this. And the introduction of CO2 Lift V for the vaginal area has been incredibly wonderful for my patients because they can do something at home to help dryness, incontinence, and also just the overall appearance and healthiness of the tissues externally as well.
That's a lot of use cases and practical use cases. I mean, from pre-treating the skin prior to a procedure, that is emphasizing that is critical because I think that's often overlooked. It's a strategic step, and your emphasis on this aspect really underscores its role in optimizing the treatment outcomes. Essentially, is what you're saying it to minimize potential complications, which basically sets a foundation for successful skincare journey. Now, moving on to uh, many individuals, when you look at their desire, right? They want the rejuvenating effects of a facelift without the invasiveness of surgery. So, how can one achieve the coveted facelift look through non invasive methods? And what are the key techniques involved in CO2 lift?
Well, it's really amazing. And, I've been in practice now for 20 years, Zen, and I'm in my 50s. And actually, I'm wearing glasses right now. I don't usually wear glasses because I just had that combination protocol that I was talking about, our time machine procedure, less than 48 hours ago. And I'm going to take off my glasses, and I'm still a little swollen because we use a combination of radiofrequency microneedling which is really amazing to create new collagen, tighten the skin, improve wrinkles, improve pores, texture. And then we also use platelet-rich fibrin matrix and platelet-rich plasma drawn from blood. We collect our own growth factors, and we use it as a natural filler. So I had that injected in my temples, my under eyes, my cheeks, my jawline, and my chin. And so there's some swelling there still. But the amazing thing, when we use CO2 left mask before and after, you can see that at less than 48 hours, I can wear my makeup, I can talk to you. Yesterday, I was at work and I don't look scary, I don't look too swollen, I don't look too red. And actually, my patients couldn't believe it and they wanted to sign up for this treatment. And the end result is essentially reversing the aging of the skin. So that's really amazing, is that we can take the skin to a younger state. In that, what I tell my patients, if I took a biopsy of your skin before, you have this type of regenerative treatment like time machine procedure, and then we allow the skin to heal over the next 3 to 6 months, and then took another biopsy of the skin 6 months later. Your skin 6 months later will be younger under the microscope. And so this has been how I've maintained my skin. This is how many of our patients maintain their skin. My celebrity patients rely on these procedures because they don't want to go under the knife, and we really don't need to, especially in the younger generation where they're being proactive about, addressing these things.
Without
But
a
my
doubt.
glasses.
And
There you
yeah,
go.
get those glasses back on. Now,
But I wanted to just show people that it's, this is the process, and compared to how it used to be and compared to the downtime of surgery, we really have many treatments now and many modalities like CO2 lift to help us cut down on downtime and allow us to really get the results that we want without, the downtime.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff. And achieving a facelift-like appearance without surgery is game changer in the skincare industry, especially in 2024. It's the new trend. And it's quite clear that your expertise in non-invasive techniques really does empower women to rejuvenate their appearance with minimal downtime and risks, nonetheless, right? Catering to the preferences of just many. You've ended up doing exactly what you set out to do, but as a dermatologist. Now, we talked about pre-treating the skin right prior to a skincare procedure, and you emphasized that that pre-treatment is critical and key. But moving on to something a little bit more enhanced, if you will, what, as a sought after expert, pre-treatment aside, you've likely witnessed various skincare trends come and go. What emerging trends or even technologies do you find most promising or exciting in the realm of skin rejuvenation?
I think the whole regenerative medicine, regenerative aesthetic space is really the trend now. People want to naturally reverse the aging process or prevent the aging process. So, what we're talking about is prejuvenation. We're talking about biohacking, the skin, and treatments utilizing RF microneedling, ultrasound, soft wave, platelet-rich plasma, platelet-rich growth factors, nanofat, which is rich in our own stem cells and growth factors as well. Um, Exosomes, that is really huge now. Exosomes are small vesicles that are released by different cells, and that could be stem cells, different sources of stem cells, umbilical cord, adipose fat derived stem cells can release these exosomes, and now we can use them after the procedure, pre-treating as well with at-home exosome treatments, and then combining that with treatments like CO2 lift, where we're increasing oxygenation, increasing blood flow. It's really amazing what we can achieve now naturally. And I really feel this is the way that we are going to look at, how we're going to age gracefully the modern way.
I agree. The filler look is out. The puffy lip look is out. The big boob look is out. People are opting for more natural. And when you talk about carbon dioxide therapy, this holistic approach and sustainable approach and non-invasive approach to skincare encompasses not only it's not only for facial rejuvenation, but it also addresses a diverse range of concerns like body contouring and scar reduction. And from what I understand, the comprehensive approach underscores your commitment as well as CO2 Lift's commitment to providing personalized skincare. And it is really truly about personalizing the derm journey. I've learned so much from you today. Thank you so much for coming on. You are incredible to talk to, full of knowledge, beautiful to look at,
Thank you.
and a trailblazer in your field. Thank you for making us women proud.
Thank you, Zen. And really, the message is that there's hope, and if you just utilize all the incredible technologies that we have today, you don't have to be scared about the aging process. And we also deal with a lot of women now who are reaching milestones like menopause. It's I'm there, and so I really feel like creating education and awareness is empowering. So thank you for having these types of platform.
Guys, that was the incredible Dr. Tess Mauricio. You could check her out directly at mbeautyclinic.com or on the gram at Dr. Tess Mauricio or at mbeautyclinic. That was our Going Deep segment brought to you by CO2 Lift. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by CO2 Lift. As we age, our skin loses moisture and elasticity, causing wrinkled skin. You can reverse this aging process with CO2 Lift. CO2 Lift utilizes the powerful benefits of carbon dioxide to lift, tighten, and regenerate your skin. This simple, painless at-home carboxytherapy treatment is scientifically proven to reverse the aging process. You will see reduction in wrinkles, increase in luminosity, and improve pigmentation, sagging, skin tone, and radiance. For more information or to order CO2 Lift, go to CO2lift.com.